Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored and please welcome Mr. Doug Emhoff, Second Gentleman of the United States.
Good morning, everyone. I'm very honored to be here on behalf of President Biden, Vice President Harris, our entire administration, to honor our veterans and also to honor the strength of the United States and Republic of Korea alliance. I'm also joined here by our great National Security Advisor, my friend Jake Sullivan. General Talili, thank you so much for the work that you've done. I know this was not easy, but you did it, and you did it for all of us. So thank you, General, for all your work. We have many esteemed leaders here from our military. We have members of Congress from the Senate and from the House. We've got administration folks. So thank you all for coming here as well. This means a lot to this relationship. For this historic dedication ceremony for this Wall of Remembrance. Like the other speakers, I want to first start by thanking the heroes that we have among us. Our veterans, I see a lot of you out here. Thank you, veterans from the United States and Korea. Your families who have always supported you, our Gold Star families, and the active members of the military. Thank you all for your service, and thank you all for being here today. We really appreciate it. Defense Minister Lee and Veterans Minister Park traveled all the way from Korea, nearly 7,000 miles, along with others from their delegation to be here, the ambassadors here. Thank you all so much for making the trip. It's really an honor to welcome you here, so thank you for that. Today is such an important day. We commemorate the sacrifice of those Americans and Koreans who bravely fought together, side by side, to defend our freedom, laying the foundation for a thriving, democratic Republic of Korea and a strong, unbreakable United States Republic of Korea alliance. As the General said, today is the day that we mark the culmination of efforts over many, many years by American and Korean veterans, their families, the Korean War Veterans Memorial Foundation, to make this Wall of Remembrance a reality. And today is that reality. It's a beautiful monument. It's a poignant reminder of the individual sacrifices of the more than 36,000 U.S. service members and the more than 7,000 Korean troops who served together and died together in Korea. Their names are now forever engraved here on our incredible Washington Mall. This place, this mall, is so special to so many of you, including myself. I've spent many hours, like many of you, walking the paths of this mall, staggered by the beauty of it, but also the meaning of these monuments and what it means to all of us and our world. And now, another generation of families, students, guests from all around the world are going to visit this Wall of Remembrance to honor the joint sacrifices of our American and Korean brethren. And over the 3 years of combat, nearly 1.8 million Americans answered the call to serve during the Korean War. As you all know, veterans, you faced enormous challenges, often outnumbered by the enemy. You faced extreme conditions there, fighting across mountains, rocky terrain of the Korean Peninsula. You showed courage, resilience. And in addition to those who were killed and are commemorated on this wall, thousands were held in brutal captivity, and thousands remain unaccounted for even today. We must never forget that many more service members return home with the wounds of war, both visible and invisible. Our veterans, they continue to face these challenges today. That's why the Biden-Harris administration is committed to fully accounting for all prisoners of war and those missing in action. We're also committed to fulfilling our sacred obligation to care for our veterans, their families, their caregivers, and survivors, and making sure they receive all the benefits and services that they have rightfully earned. We're going to do that. I've been privileged to witness this strong alliance between our countries firsthand. First, last year, I was there when President Biden awarded the first Medal of Honor of his presidency to Colonel Ralph Puckett, Jr., a veteran of the Korean War. And standing beside President Biden that day was then President Moon of the Republic of Korea, marking the first time in history a foreign leader has participated in a Medal of Honor ceremony. It was a testament to the unique bonds that our countries have. And earlier this year, I was very honored to represent the United States and travel to Seoul to lead the presidential delegation to the inauguration of President Yoon, where I was warmly welcomed not only by the new administration, by the people of the Republic of Korea. I will never forget that. While visiting, I spent time with our troops at Osan Air Base, and I also had the opportunity to pay my respects at the beautiful and meaningful War Memorial of Korea. Please visit that when you're there. Shortly after my trip, President Biden arrived in Seoul. He and President Yoon affirmed that the U.S.-ROK alliance is stronger than ever, and that remains a linchpin of peace and stability in the region. They also met with American and Korean soldiers still serving side by side to ensure the security of the Republic of Korea. As a grateful nation, we commit to honor our nation's Korean War veterans and that all they made possible. We will continue to stand side by side with the Republic of Korea, and this Wall of Remembrance is a concrete and everlasting reminder of that promise. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.